So, can you believe we are at 6 weeks?
Wow. It went by fast, actually. Faster than I thought.
Yeah, yeah. It went by like I almost feel like yesterday I was just meeting everybody and
Really.
it was crazy. So, so but we are at the end. So I really did want to talk, and I do this with all my interns, which is really trying and find out, how was the experience, what was it like, just overall. So let's start there, which is overall, how would you say your experience with Ferry Godmother Productions went?
I loved it. I think it was a great experience, especially this being my first time working as an intern for a company. I think I gained a lot of experience and I definitely learned a lot of new things regarding social media. And I loved working with like new people and making projects. It was a great experience.
Great. Okay. All right. So, what were some of the things that you actually did work on, just to kind of expand on that?
I worked on the creating a presentation, the social media plan for the company, which was just like how to really put the company out there. And um, remember one of our first projects was to do some research on marketing and demographics. So just by starting off doing that, it gave me a lot of like background on how to even like start, like where to begin. And I learned about the different types of marketing, and I didn't even know like there was so many different types. So yeah.
Yeah, like that. So, all the things that you did, what would you say was actually your favorite of all the things that you did over the 6 weeks?
The social media plan. And
The,
I love
I,
yeah, with the little animations and just creating it pretty. It was really fun.
Good. I'm glad that was really really important. How was that actually creating the plan and the fact that it had to be very methodical and you had to really show a lot of different components and actually you were learning what those components were because I'm
Yeah.
assuming that you didn't walk in the door knowing what psychographics were, demographics, and what a SWOT was. Did you know any of that kind of stuff?
No, I did. I didn't.
What did you think about SWOT?
I liked it. Is I liked it. I liked it. I liked it more than smart. I think it was more easier to focus on straight to the point because it's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So yeah, it was more like straightforward and organized.
Right.
So
So just, I mean, your presentation made a hit with everybody. And, I mean, everybody just fell in love with yours the moment, and that includes me.
yeah,
The moment that they saw it, they fell in love with it, and it really was because you have a very good. I believe you have a very good artistic eye as well. You are very creative. So you were not only able to really go out, find the information, develop the plan, but you were able to put it together in such a great fashion that you almost really look forward to seeing that what's next, what's the next slide, what's coming after that. We want to see what's next. And so it was extremely, extremely engaging and beautiful and creative. And I think everybody really was in awe of you because of that.
yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, how did you feel about getting that level of attention? Did you think that was going to happen?
Um, I kind of I kind of expected it because it really was pretty, but just really hearing everybody actually say, "Wow, it's so beautiful," it felt really special.
Sure.
And the hard work paid off. Yeah.
Yeah, it absolutely paid off. So, like I said, you actually did the thing really because you did exactly what the plan was supposed to do. It was supposed to get your attention and also hold your attention, and then give you some great information about what your social media plan would entail. And it was very thorough. I think you did a great job all around. And if I could give you a grade, I would definitely give you an A plus plus.
Yeah.
For that. But really a great job, well done on that too. So there was a lot of stuff that you did. But in terms of the just the whole 6 weeks, what would you say really kind of made an impact that will stick with you over time? That you feel that this is something that is useful that you actually learned in the 6 weeks. Any ideas of what that would be?
Of any of the tasks that you've given?
Yeah, anything that you learned that you really felt like, wow, I can really use this knowledge.
Well, first it would be the research on marketing and the different types of marketing, and really finding a target audience and putting out the content that the audience would like, and just basically just pushing yourself out there. And then secondly would be it was really the social media plan, because it really is important to figure out a plan when you have a business of what you really want to do, and just making it all organized. Oh, sorry. Of making it all organized, and just really analyzing what do you have so far and what are the next steps to take. So I definitely would like look into it more in the future, and like really thinking about, wow, this is something I could actually do on the side. So yeah.
Yeah, because we talked about that. I was saying, everybody walked in the door with their own particular goals in mind, their long-term goals, and that's wonderful. But there's nothing wrong with having a little side hustle ready to go. Having a little extra something, just ready to go, just in case you need to, or
Yeah.
if you want to, right? Because it just could be something that you enjoy doing, and to be able to help. If you want to help friends and you want to help your, family, and just really utilize it in your community. Because I know we talked about you being very community minded. So if it was something that you wanted to take and, pass on the information, it would be just a great service to community to help build. So how do you feel about that, to being able to use it to help build community?
I love it. I think it would be a great way to like really bring the community together, especially the underserved and minority communities, because especially in minority communities, it could be really rough. And sometimes that's what we need, is to really build the community together and just connect. So I
Yeah,
think that would be really important.
I agree. So I always ask everybody about this little fairy godmother nugget, which is in the meetings. I spoke a lot about, inspirational, motivational stuff, things to really build confidence, and the way things should be, how you should actually approach things in a business, world, how things are. I try to keep it really real for you guys, which So with that being said, what is the one thing 25 years from now that you would say the fairy godmother told me then blank? What would you say? What was the thing that you feel you would carry away that I impressed upon you in our meetings?
To stay away from the word problems, and to use challenge instead, because when you use problems, your mind is like, man, I probably can't even get through this. But when you use the word challenge, it's just an obstacle that you could overcome in the future. So I like even today, I would like stay away from problem, use challenge. So I really appreciate that.
Okay, all right. We all have a little bit of, um, you know, there's always kind of great information that's out there. And that is one of the things that I learned early on myself. And I realized that the word problem shuts you down. It just shuts you down. You get stuck. You don't even really realize how stuck you get. You kind of get stuck and you don't move, right? But if you are in a business that you own, if you're in a business working for someone, there are going to be challenges that's going to come up. That's inevitable. And you can just go ahead and take that to the bank. The question is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to let it stop you with a problem? Or are you going to make it a challenge? So you're going to challenge yourself to overcome this, right? So I'm very glad that you actually really kind of latched onto that. And you know what? You're a very, 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 very smart young lady. You are very, very creative. And I really can see, honestly, you're going to go far in this world for
That
sure.
really means a lot. Thank you so much.
On your own steam. Because one of the things that I know, I noticed about you is that you don't need a whole bunch of hand holding. You just need direction. Like, where do I go and what exactly is it down here? Okay, I got it. And
Yeah,
you got it.
definitely. Thank you.
You agree that that sounds like you?
It is true. That's true. It is true.
Yeah.
Like once I just have the directions, I could just take it from there.
Yeah, and you did. I'm telling you, people absolutely are still talking about that presentation, how pretty it was, and how thorough it was. Our marketing director was extreme, and it is very hard to impress him. Trust me when I tell you. Trust me, and actually, he loved it. So, I don't know. What can I say? The whole thing was just fabulous. It was fabulous.
Thank you. Thank you.
It was fabulous to have you with us. So,
It's great being an intern here. It really
yeah,
is.
I was gonna say. So, any final words that you want to say before we wrap it up?
Just really thank you for this experience. Like, because at first I didn't even expect to have an online job, because I was really expecting to like do something in person, but like due to some circumstances I had to do online. And I didn't think it was gonna be as amazing as this, honestly. So really thank you. Thank you.
You are so, so, so welcome. And I thank you for all that you've done, because we are actually we're gonna look to your plan, and to now the second part is to actually implement the plan. So that is something that we're gonna actually look to do.